Hey, CommunistChris, got your message and sat down to kind of get to it, so here's my go at a pinning video for you. Thanks for the comments, man. Later. Hey guys, I've noticed a couple of videos out there, some guys putting together some metal models, GW models in particular. And I've heard some complaints, hey, these things are falling apart. I really hate the metal models, you know, they don't stick together so well. I agree. One of the things that has always benefited me or helped me is pinning. I've seen a few videos out there on pinning. I know Grimm's 40 Blazer, I think that's the name, did a really great video for I think it was Mini Wargamer or miniwargaming.com. Anyway, don't know how much more I can add to that. I think he was pretty thorough. Anyway, what I have here are two different pin vices. This one's actually for a larger bit. The nice thing about it is it's got a flat back. You will need to apply a little bit of pressure. I think Bootleg Tattoo also did a pinning video, and what he has is a pin vise with a nice ball on the end that will allow you to rest that in the palm of your hand and then apply pressure while you turn it. It really does help. I find these to be a little problematic, the ones that I have here. Just haven't gotten around to picking up the one with the ball on the end. I don't do a great deal of metal models that require pinning, but it would be nice to have in case I need it. Anyway, the model I have here is Lysander from the Imperial Fists, and he's got some nice square pieces here that do allow the metal arm to grab on. It holds on a little better, but still it does have that potential for falling off if the model falls over or is dropped. Pins won't always help in those cases because, as I'm sure a lot of you know, it's just a heavy model, and super glue gets brittle, you know, especially after it's been on for a while. And with metal, it just really doesn't hold so well. But pinning at least will give it a fighting chance, keep you from losing so many parts and being so frustrated. I know it's really frustrating when you're trying to play a game and your model falls over and the arm pops off, or you know, before the plastic Devastators, any Space Marine player probably knows, you know, you'd glue that nickel to the bottom in the hopes that it didn't fall over and the weapons fall off or the backpack fall off. Anyway, okay, I've laid out several bits here. Some of them are way too large for the models. Some of them I use for magnetizing figures, like for magnetizing tank turrets or weapons on characters, and some of those magnets are a little larger. And in fact, because these bits share the same space with the magnets, a lot of them have become magnetized, so they're kind of problematic to grab hold of here. But anyway, for what I'll be doing today, I'm going to be using the smallest bit that I have, this tiny one here, and a piece of copper rod here. One of the things that's important to do is make sure that before you get started that your bit is the same size as the rod. Kind of sucked to spend all that time drilling the hole and to find out that it's too small. Anyway, another thing that you can do prior to beginning the drilling is you're going to want to line up the two parts. Make sure that you put the hole in the proper location on both pieces. One thing you can do, a nice trick, and I think I've heard this several times from several different sources, you can take a drop of paint, maybe like a small red drop or some color that's going to be easy to see, and apply that to the end of the metal rod and touch it to the model where you're going to begin the hole, and then dry fit the other piece, and basically that will leave a mark on both sides where they're properly aligned. So when you drill the hole for the pin, they'll match up when you want to put them together. Again, that would suck if you drill the hole and then you try to line the pieces up, they don't match. You'll end up with either a couple of holes in the model, or in some cases an arm that's a little too high or too low or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that pin in this pin vise, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've got here is a little red paint and the pin. Alright, so what I'm going to do is pick out a place in the center of that square in Lysander's arm. I don't know if you can see that. I know it's kind of hard to see these miniatures, metal miniatures, the detail anyway. So I'm going to put just a drop of paint there. Try to get it to pop out there a bit. Alright, then I'm going to take the arm here. Oh, looks like I need a little more paint. Okay, I don't know if you can see that dot or not, but it's there. Now basically what I'll do is begin drilling into that. And you really don't have to go very deep. I know in the Grimm's 40 Blazer video, he's dealing with a model that has a pretty narrow body between the arms, so it actually was pretty beneficial. I mean, he was able to actually drill straight through and use a single pin to connect both arms, which actually is pretty cool. If you're dealing with a relatively thin model, in this case with the Terminator, it's conceivable you could, but I wouldn't want to try it because the potential for not keeping it straight to me seems pretty high, and plus it would be a lot of work just sitting here trying to use a pin vise to burrow through that much pewter.